we do play a certain brand of cricket ourselves, and I really don't understand this, this term that you just used. I don't think any other team has bad guys in their team. So um, it's something that we are not thinking about. For us, it is a team that we're playing against, an opposition that um, we will be squaring up against, as you mentioned, which has got a lot of quality players. But the other stuff which is off the field does not filter in on the field. On the field, we're very professional. We know exactly how we need to play and what we need to do on the field. Yes, we get along very well off the field, but when you step across the line, then it's business at the end of the day, and you need to deal with it accordingly. And it's pretty serious stuff out there. It's not something that is fun and games and is played in a very low voltage environment. Obviously, there's this is a huge game. There's a huge test match, and we are certainly looking forward to the opportunity that we've been waiting for a few years now. And in Test cricket, we've performed really well, and deservingly, we step onto the field tomorrow to play the brand of cricket, as I mentioned, that we've played in the last few years. No, it does not change anything from our point of view as a team. For us, it's about covering all bases and making sure that we take the strongest side we can on the park, which gives us batting depth and gives us enough bowling options as well. So we are quite clear in terms of what we want to do. Forecast is something that we're not focused on. We're not going to think too much about what might change. Regardless of what we do, we have our bases covered, and we know that very well. So yeah, we're not bothered about what the weather holds, and do we need to change the outlook of the team altogether? No. Obviously, how you approach the game and the decisions that you make day to day, they obviously alter when the conditions are different, but not your whole team altogether. We lost on a given day. This is not one-day cricket, and this is not a T20 game that finishes in a few hours. This is a hard grind over a period of 5 days, something that we take a lot of pride in, and a great example of what you saw in Australia with the younger lot of our players stood up against a very experienced and a very strong Australian side and beat them in their backyard. So we understand the kind of cricket that we have played to get here in the finals, and we understand what we are as a team and who we really are as a group of players. As I said, we're just very excited to get onto the field tomorrow and start this test match. Me and Kane have become friends over the last few years, playing against each other quite a bit and having conversation off the field as well. But as I mentioned before, when you step across that line, it's you're professionals at the end of the day. You want to get him out as early as possible, like all the other batsmen in the New Zealand team, and they would want to do the same to us. So I think the camaraderie and the understanding and the bonding that we have as players from different countries playing the same sport mostly happens off the field. On the field, it's very professional. As I said, we're looking at them as opponents that we wanna beat, hopefully, in this test match. And that's all to it. Apart from that, we do stay in touch. We do communicate a bit. And when we see each other, it's always a nice kind of mutual vibe that we have, where there's respect for each other and there's understanding of who we are as people as well. For me, this is another test match that has to be played. I think these things are very exciting from the outside, where there's so much importance and so much other extra stuff that's attached to one game, and it sort of becomes do and die. And for us as a team, we have been on a quest for excellence for a while now, and we are going to continue to be on that path regardless of what happens in this game. And we totally understand, as I said, who we are as a team and the kind of cricket that we played. So we have no doubts whatsoever on our abilities and what we can do as a side. As an individual player, look, we won the 2011 World Cup, which is a great moment for all of us. But cricket goes on, just the way life goes on. And you have to treat failure and success the same way, and you have to treat the so-called outstandingly big moments pretty similar to the other moments as well. You can't pick and choose and be in a space where you prioritize something and you don't. So yes, it is an occasion that has to be enjoyed from our point of view. But it is no different for us, or no more important for us than the first test match that we played all together as a young group of players back in the day when we were trying to come up the ranks. So mindset remains the same. It wasn't supposed to be a topsy-turvy ride, to be honest. When you're sitting at home and the rules change suddenly, you get confused as to what happened. Without anyone's control, we did not miss or choose to miss any series through the course of this World Test Championship, apart from the scheduling that wasn't done at all. We pretty much played everything that was presented to us. And yeah, in our minds, we had qualified way before things got complicated anyway. So that just gave us more determination and more clarity as to where we want to go and what we want to achieve. So looking back now, probably was a good thing that happened, that there was no room for complacency. If we had qualified earlier, maybe we would have relaxed a little bit, but the situation allowed us to be more hungry and be more determined and know exactly what was going on at that moment, and use that as a fueling factor and a motivation to keep moving forward regardless of, as I said, whatever was going on the outside. जैसे कि मैंने बोला, ये एक वन ऑफ टेस्ट के लिए नहीं आए हम लोग यहाँ पे 6 टेस्ट मैच खेलने के लिए आए इंग्लिश समर एंड होने तक, और वो 6 में से पहला टेस्ट कल होने वाला है। और जैसे मैंने बोला, आप एक टेस्ट जीतने के बाद ऐसा नहीं है कि अपना या तो पूरा टीम प्लान बदल देंगे या टीम कॉम्पोजिशन बदल देंगे या खेलने का तरीका बदल देंगे। हमारे प्लेयर्स को बहुत अच्छे से पता है उनकी स्ट्रेंथ्स क्या है और कैसे उन स्ट्रेंथ्स को यूटिलाइज करना है, और वो करेंगे ये 6 टेस्ट मैचेस के पीरियड में। तो हम जो सोच रहे हैं बहुत अलग है, बाहर जो लोग उसको परसीव कर रहे हो बहुत अलग है। तो अभी उसमें मेरे को बहुत डिवाइड फील हो रहा है, तो शायद मैं उस चीज़ को अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन कर पाऊँ या ना कर पाऊँ, लेकिन जैसे मैंने बोला, हम लोग सिर्फ एक प्रोसेस जो हमने क्रिएट किया है एक्सीलेंस के लिए स्ट्राइव करने का, हम उसकी तरफ जा रहे हैं। और यही एक रीज़न है जहाँ पे ऋषभ पंत जैसे प्लेयर या रोहित जैसे प्लेयर या शुभमन जैसे प्लेयर ऑस्ट्रेलिया में क्रूशियल मोमेंट्स में उन्होंने अटैकिंग इनिंग्स खेली और टेस्ट मैच जिताए, जहाँ पे बाहर लोगों को लग रहा था कि शायद ड्रॉ कर लें या बचा ले तो बहुत बड़ी बात होगी। तो मैं इसी डिवाइड की बात कर रहा हूँ कि हमें पता है कि हमें अपनी स्ट्रेंथ्स कहाँ यूटिलाइज करनी है और हमारा क्या माइंडसेट है इस टूर पे। ये एक टेस्ट मैच के बाद क्रिकेट हमारे लिए रुकेगी नहीं, हम यहाँ पे 6 टेस्ट मैच की प्रिपरेशन करके हैं।